Hello everybody, welcome to our last session of this model number 7. How are you? Fine, I guess. Okay, I know that some of you are still preoccupied because of the problems we had a few days ago with the platform. Don't worry, just send me a message and I'll be checking your activities, alright? Okay, on the other hand, well, this is our last week, and for that reason you need to work and send me your activities. But at the same time, let me tell you that I am very happy that we are finishing, that all of you work really hard, and that you are safe at home and you are about to celebrate Christmas with your family, with your friends, in the very in this new modality, or this new way of celebrating that is only with the very close ones, and the rest, well, will have to be in distance, or maybe with a video conference or a call, stuff like that. All right, well, for this last week we have few activities, or fewer, but not for that less important. All right, let's see. Let me go back here. Okay, the Learning Forum. In this forum, you will have the chance to share your doubts, your comments, your suggestions about the different topics we've seen during this model. In this case, me, your facilitator, will have the chance to check it and share all with your partners, because it's always important to build your knowledge with the rest of the rest of the students, or the rest of your friends, in this case, well, your partners in general, right? Well, do remember that this forum is not going to be evaluated, but is going to be considered when we finish we close the model. Now, in this last model, you have to identify what you've learned and what is what you would like to do in order to continue learning. You have to share with your partners the different skills, writing, reading, listening, and speaking, right? About what you have developed in this model and the previous one. Sharing your opinion is very useful in a second language, always, okay? And if something has changed, this is the chance to mention it. I remember that I've been telling you since the very beginning that English is a very useful tool that has helped me open or participate in different activities, such as traveling to different parts of the world, meeting people, very interesting people, knowing about very interesting cultures, right? And of course, talking about job, well, it is always a very important filter that recruiters check before contracting new people, right? Well, now, remember, in this way you will have to participate and help in other partners' sentences or statements, okay? Good. Now let's see what our project is about. But before that, I would like to remind you of this Lingui, this platform that helps you to find the correct word to express what you really want to express. Remember that it's not the same to say, for example, in Spanish, voy a depositar al banco, which is talking about money, that me senté en este banco, talking about a place to sit, all right? It's exactly the same in English. That's why this platform is very useful, because in that way you make sure that what you are writing is the correct thing, all right? Let me share something with you. I remember very well, many years ago, that a student wanted to say, mis papás no me dieron permiso. So this student, rather than saying my parents didn't give me permission, he wrote my potatoes didn't give me permission. Obviously, it's not something to make fun, but it's something to consider that is this platform, because with this you can omit this kind of mistakes, all right? And the other one is Vocaroo. Remember that Vocaroo is very helpful when you want to record. If you don't have a cell phone to record your voice, well, with this app you download it in your computer, and then with that you can record what you want. A moment ago I record a very short sentence. Listen to it. Example: my house is on the corner of Madero Street and Independencia Street. Okay, so there you have. It's very useful. Well, let's continue with our project. It's over here. Good. It says, my biography. Knowing yourself. Yes, it's a declaration that expresses in very few words a very fundamental path in our lives, all right? Because that person that knows himself, herself, can have clarity about who he or she is and where does he or she go, right? Self-knowledge is a task for the rest of your life, okay? Because your interests, your values, and even the people who participate or surround you continue change. Let's see. In this project, you'll have the chance to identify what has happened in your life, what you've achieved, and some of your following steps, because I think you want to continue growing. With this objective, you'll design an autobiography, right? That is over here. Let me download it. Okay, good. And it says, well, let me see, I think I kept the other one. Okay, let's see. Answer the questions about your past, present, and future. Illustrate each section with a photograph or image representing that stage of your life. All right. Talking about the past, if you don't feel comfortable sharing your photographs, you can look for it or for them in internet, and with that would be enough. And obviously, here we have the questions, and it says, where were you born? Remember, we are talking about the past. I was born in Toluca. Where did you live? I used to live. Why do I use the expression I used to? Remember that you use this expression when you talk about something that happened in the past and is not happening anymore, right? So, I used to live in the downtown center, period. What were you doing before studying Prepa en Línea, Sep? All right, I was working for other schools. Okay, if you check here, look, where were you born? I was born. You see the auxiliary, where, was. Where did you live? I used to live, past simple. What were you doing? This is past continuous. I was working, past continuous. Be careful on that, because that's the clue to know what structure is the one you need to use. Okay. My achievements. Well, it says, what were the three most important achievements in your life? What were? Again, we're talking about the past. I can mention my master's degree, delivering my babies, moving to another city, etc., etc. Remember, you need to write in past. Write about an experience in which you have overcome some difficulty. I was telling the other group that in this one, for sure, you and the rest of your partners will write about the pandemics, the COVID pandemics, and the way it has affected us, and it hasn't finished yet. So that would be a difficulty, the moment that we were there sharing, living our normal life, and then all of a sudden we needed to go to our homes to be safe, right? Working from there, studying from there. I don't know, some of you are still working, need to move to go to your work, all right, while your children are at home. So that's a very big thing to face, to deal with, right? But priorities, the security and the life of your family is the most valuable thing. All right, now my present and I want to in what I want to accomplish. In this one, again, you paste the picture you want to, right? And it says describe your school and work routine. Routine, that's a clue. Remember, when talking about routines, we use the present, yes, the present simple, or the present continuous if you are talking about what is happening in the moment of speaking, all right? So let's see here. Your work routine, well, in my case, I get up, well, this is kind of vacations, right? But I wake up at 6 o'clock, then I go to run. I love running, yeah. Then I take a shower, I have breakfast. You listen, present simple, present simple. You can use the linking words first, then after that, finally, but using present simple, all right? And so on, about our present. And then my future and my goals and plans. Again, you paste your picture. What are your plans after completing Prep en Línea SEP? Please continue studying. I know that's been difficult, right? But now you are used to, right? You are accustomed to. Continue. It's going to be easier than if you take a break and start in few months or years, right? So remember, this is a big effort you are doing not only for you but for the rest of your family in order to get a better life, better job opportunities, etc., etc. And well, there are challenges, of course. There are many things, and for that reason, it's important. Please, very important recommendation would be, don't forget your dreams. I know we are living a difficult time, but don't forget your dreams. They are there for you to reach them, to achieve them, to complete them, to make them true. So the only thing we need is like Uber, that we have to recalculate the route. Exactly the same. Maybe life is teaching us something, but it doesn't mean that we have to forget our dreams. Continue and work for them. Alright, it says, write a half-page reflection on what you learned during the modules Mi Mundo en Otra Lengua and Mi Vida en Otra Lengua, and how they contributed to your formation. Well, in all of you, I've seen in this little time, you're growing, your domain of the language. It sounds like very difficult, but no, because as any other discipline, work, practice, and well, you have my contact. If it's not now, maybe in the future, if you need any piece of advice, for sure I'll be there for you, right? Remember to record the question and answers of your biography and the reflection. Save your audio in a cloud and share the link in this space. Also, please do remember to leave it public for me to open it, because otherwise it's going to be difficult, right? And I guess that would be all. Let me see. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, the integration one, in which you during the weeks, right, you learn situations that are happening, actions in the past, plans for the future, so on. So for this one, you just need to practice, and that would be all. Believe me, it's been a pleasure, a big pleasure to be your teacher. It's been an honor. We have some days ahead. Please, Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I'll be in contact with you for the rest of the week, but do your best effort. Please try. I know you can do it, and A huge kiss to all of your families. Have a nice evening. Bye.